Grok charges in the target direction, dealing physical damage to enemies in his path. If he collides with terrain, the impact creates a shockwave that deals physical damage and knocks nearby enemies airborne. In small skirmishes, use Grok's second skill to knock the enemy toward him, then use his first skill to slam them into the wall. Use his ultimate to charge into the wall and knock them airborne again, and finish the job with basic attacks. In teamfights,
I see. Desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap. The strong rise. The weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap. The strong rise. The weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap. The strong rise. The weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap. The strong rise. The weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Gaze upon me. Become me. I see desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap the strong rise. The weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Gaze upon me. Become me. I see desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap the strong rise. The weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Gaze upon me. Become me. I see desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap the strong rise. The weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. The strong rise. The weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap the strong rise. The weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap the strong rise. The weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap the strong rise. The weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Desperation. I come to crush.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Mobile Legends Scrims. And yep, it's the Saturday Scrims that happen every Saturday. And for the practice of the players, definitely the winners will get some reward. But if we talk about the teams, it will be Team NDD versus Team Electronics. We're gonna see the matches today. And also on the caster desk, my name is Jay for Justin, and with me it's Sasuke. What's up, Sasuke?
It's pretty good. Welcome back again to the weekend streams. Scrims is one of the things which a lot of people are not excited about, but one thing I'm pretty excited about is the practice itself. Because this is the playground where you can put on all the shenanigans which are running through your mind. Like, hey, right now we are seeing a lot of East Ancient Jungle, and there's a lot of fighter heroes being thrown apart in the gold lane. So those kind of shenanigans you can actually do in the screens itself because hey, it's a practice ground.
Totally, man. But with this, we are in the drafting session already, and we can see team already the first team that is Team NTD have missed out their first ban, but we can see ejection ban from the side of Team Electronics. So yeah, they are pretty serious with this stuff. They do not want to lose this one, and but slowly but surely we can see some sequence, some bans nonchalant uh we when or whatever he have banned out the Lancelot, which is in the meta. So yeah, they are pretty bored as well, but still they want to win as well.
Hmm. You know, one thing when I see a Zushin ban, the thing which comes out to my mind is like, are they going for a fighter hero?
Hmm. Yeah, it could be their plan. Maybe a Fredrin, maybe a Baxia. But I can see a Fanny ban. I don't know why. I mean, yeah, Fanny could be the threat for them. Because it has like really high damage, especially in the hands of some really good players. And the names are pretty funny though. Perverted Goblin, you can see here. So let's see who plays the jungle. We are not aware of these people, what their roles, what to. If you know, Sasuke to enlighten us.
Well, I'm all blank as you, man. But looking at the bands, they are quite formidable. Looking at the bands, like, yeah, Angela is acceptable just because you can spam an ultimate quite frequently with the recent buff. CC being banned out, a practical ban into the EXP lane, but that leaves a lot of openings into the jungle. The best option in the jungle would be a Yi Sun Shin now that the lane slot has been banned out. But hey, both the side lanes and also the mid lane are quite open.
Yeah, and so many heroes to pick. They can go with the YSS, like you mentioned. They could go with the Kadita, which are like super strong. They could go with a really good balanced, I would say, a flexible play again the catch-up, but it will be a Brock. They will knock it out because Brock is really strong in this current meta. And yeah, the front laner he provides along with the vision capabilities because he has like CC immune when he's close to wall. So those things does makes him a really good
Payback
roamer. But right now
time.
we can see Farsa being locked on from the side of Team Electronics here. I mean, they do want to keep the range so that the Grog doesn't come in, but they have to keep one thing in mind that this Grog has that flicker and that ultimate combination, so with that it can actually create a knockup and can cancel the predator strike. But okay, and Atlas, that was a really aggressive Atlas that has been pitched from them. What you gonna say on that?
I believe it's quite too early to lock down an Atlas because, hey, it is quite an off meta pick. We don't usually see Atlas being picked in Rome. You could have probably go for another hero. Perhaps you could just look out into the XP lane. There is the Arlot. You can also go for the Glue, which is also quite a flex pick. Well, I've been using it in the Rome scene itself.
Yeah, I agree. But right now we can see green for jungle. Damn, okay. They want to cook something for us for the hype. But right now we can see Granger being locked on, and yet the Irithel is open, so they could go with it to counter it, I believe. So will they go with it? That's the question here. But also they could go with their favorite heroes as well. So the draft is not looking that bad. I mean, considering the fact they missed the first ban, Team Team NTT's draft is looking even more stronger compared to Team Electronics draft. So definitely, I hope this Atlas pick doesn't eat up the game for them because it's a best of one.
May the blood of
Any
my
single
enemies
mistake would
flow
be
from my
really lethal.
spear.
But right now, you can see Immensity being locked on, which may trap some people if the Guinevere does some overextension, but we do need the damage to melt them out.
Okay, I see where Team Electronics are going towards the draft. They're going with the Fatal Links, Feather Airstrike, also the King's Calling alongside draft. But you know, they could lock down one or two people, but they're forgetting that there is a crop which would be just nullifying it with the tectonic charge. How are they gonna compensate it with? Like the three picks is a wombo combo, and you need the Atlas or the Minstar to make up for that, or to be the primary initiator for them to work.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they are like they want to do this Atlas, crazy Atlas 5-man ultimate, and then Winstar will be there to back it up. I mean, they are planning the stuff according to that, but I hope that works. But we can see a Irithel ban coming in from their side, just for the Granger, because the Irithel spook is pretty nice to be honest, especially when she is playing against the Granger, because the Granger have to he's super reliant on the aim and also the uh, on the skills he's aiming at. So, but that's how the Irithel counters. Like she just moves around and also has the freedom to shoot while moving. So, definitely that is a really good ban. Again, a Kimi ban coming in from their side. I'm not sure why, because maybe the contractor the I forgot the name, the like contract or whatever it is. I mean the ultimate which like drags people there. So it does might create some hassle into their team fights. If there is a Kimi, that
Mhm.
could be their theory on that. Um,
Well, it is. I'm sorry to cut you off over
yeah,
there,
no
but it
problem.
is said like if you have a Grok in the roam position, you would be needing an early burst magic damage in the mid lane. And Gimme does it pretty well against a Farsha.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah,
just to neglect that, they're banning out that particular hero. But on the final ban from Team Blue, it is going to be a Moscow. Even though it's kind of a late game devil, it's really amazing to see like how are they going to ban, like you already have a counter, you already have the backline damage dealing potential. Perhaps it could be a respect ban.
I mean, yeah, definitely.
Chivalry is
The
dead.
Moskov is there.
And
Okay,
the
they will
victory
actually
will
decide. They have decided to go with a Clint, which I mean the skill mechanics almost looks the same, but still, Clint has a really good, what you say, it's like an auto target. Like whoever hiding in the bush, you can just find it out with the first skill. So that's the best part about the Clint.
The southern
The pokes
seas
could be
are
lethal, but
my
also Granger have
domain.
some equivalent damage as well. So, but still, Granger is in the meta. So it's also depends on the players, but right now we can see Kadita being locked on from their side, which is a really good pick to be honest. I mean, in the team against the team composition, which has so much CC, so much crowd control. You're picking a mage that is not dependent on the frontliner to give you the vision because she can create the vision herself. She is immune, especially while using the first skill, and also have a really cute passive that fills up her HP. So things are looking pretty nice for Team NTD here, to be honest. So let's see what will be the jungler here. We can see Lapu Lapu being locked on. So they have the sustain. They have the crowd control. They have the burst. They have everything, man. So the draft is looking pretty strong, to be honest, from the side of Team NTD. What will be the jungler? If we talk about Team Electronics draft, they are pretty non-meta draft they're going with, but sometimes it just goes with a quote like meta, mastery over meta. But will it be on this one? That's the question. Will it be an Alucard? Oh no, it will be a flattering super tanky team comp we can see here. So maybe they're switching the Mencitar to a damage build here. Sounds a thing.
Well, that could be the case over here. But coming back to the point, where Granger against the Clint, hey, Clint does have the early burst from the first skill itself. It could keep the Granger right under his turrets and gain the early burst damage and the early momentum which they need in the goal lanes itself. But I think that Anti-D, knowing this kind of a micro gameplays, might be looking for the early gold gang since they got the Lapu Lapu into the HP lane against a Minstar. Lane domination is expected from Lapu Lapu, even though he is quite not that good in the early stage of the level. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, we have amazing person right onto the desk just for the match. Crucifix, how are you, my man?
I'm doing pretty fine. Midway through the game, I saw that someone was actually hovering upon the Argus, but instead, it was the Lapu Lapu being picked, so I kind of felt bad there. I felt betrayed, but it's okay. Nobody really picks Argus anyway. So sad.
Talking
Okay.
about betrayal, someone already betrayed me right onto this game.
Really? Who was that? Benedetta?
To Moba Legends.
I guess not. You know,
5
a
seconds.
person who worshipped Argus as a god, and he is the cult leader.
All troops deployed.
Wait, what did I do? What? Apologies, my friends. I think I should actually address this. My car wouldn't start. I was stranded in the middle of nowhere. I had to jump start it with the help of some random stranger, but now we're back into the land of Dawn. Thank you, Justin, J4 Justin, so much for actually covering for me. But I'm here now, so let's begin and let's get rolling. We've got a little bit of a actually nothing in the mid lane. We've got a bird lady trying to do something, a big rock in the enemy jungle, but it misses. Fredrin still gets the blue buff though.
That's a pretty good wall, and glad to hear that you are safe now. But hey, things are looking quite well in the mid lane itself. There's a first round lane drawn out.
And there's more. There's spatial migration. Oh no! Just in the nick of time, the Flicker was able to actually keep him alive. Atlas is absolutely agonized by the death of two people from his team. Man, that was totally bad.
Totally. But hey, these are looking for more blood, as Kadita might be the next one to fall. But there's the Wings by Wings. She goes close in. Might be looking off camera. But hey, there she falls. Quite aggressive has been shown, but it gets the taste of the aggression.
To be fair, man, 236 plus L is practically the same as Perverted Goblin. Both of them have the same score at this point in the game, obviously, because the Petrify and also a big bad rock being there in that team. I think it's actually working out pretty well for them in the early aggression stage. But look at the top side, we've got Granger getting completely blindsided with Clint and Atlas, the Purify being forced out. But look at that, Clint is going to use the Flicker and secure the kill on the top side of the map. Atlas and Clint, they know what they want, but then again, I think the blue side have the advantage in terms of turtle. Fredrin is trying to... Then again, we've got no idea.
Red team hero has been slain. Red team hero has been slain.
shit. Wait. Let me fix that, please. Give me 1 second. Hope mute yourself from doing that. I'm fixing it, okay? Three, two, one.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Sasuke and me, it's Crucifix and Sasuke, the magnanimous analysis caster, who is the top tier, caster of in my opinion, at least. He is the best analysis caster in India. And to be fair, we're back again. We missed out that kill in the blue buff side of the enemy red team. I think that's not going to be good for them. They've been losing up on a lot right now, Sasuke, haven't they?
That's true, but hey, this could be the end and do their demise. But hey, Clank is trying to poke down, but the damage is not that enough. Lapu takes down the 2-tier. That's tectonic charge, not a tectonic charge, but a hunt by the fish itself.
Oh man, there's an octopus and a fish on the opposite sides, but look at that we've got right now. Lapu jumping in with the bravest fighter, but Agony's going to take all the agony from the side of team, the blue team. Obviously, Granger's shooting up all of that death sonatas and putting the agony in Ago 9 NY. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm just going to call it agony, but then again, the mid lane is going to be in more agony, obviously. We've got the third turtle of the match spawning in. We've got Pervert Goblin getting the mid lane tower, and look, we've got an on-camera kill on Nonchalant getting the kill on Frederick. I'm telling you, this guy is not any more of the big bad daddy, but oh my god, Brock just swinging up that hammer. I mean, castle, or whatever that thing is. I think it's a lance. Am I right, Sasuke?
Well, it just resembles like a big wall or a stone wall or a pillar.
True, I mean, yeah, fair enough. I see it.
Yeah, the skin does change according to the effects, right? Because in the Venom skin, it's carrying a big cylinder.
Yeah, a gas cylinder. Oh, look at that. We've got a hook, but no, Lapu-Lapu's too tanky. The big bad daddy of the EXP lane is going to stay alive. And look at that, we've got Pervert Goblin jumping in, getting the kill on the old daddy, of course, Frederick, and Atlas, Mr. Octopus, out of the picture. I think that Lapu-Lapu getting all that confidence is just because his team is so advantageously ahead of the enemy. Look at the tectonic charge coming in. We've got the Death Sonata getting the kill on Clint, and we've got more coming in just in a few more seconds. But I don't think they want to actually go for that. They're trying to take a retreat. They know they're low on HP. And the enemies are spawning in, Sasuke.
That's not going to be the case because, hey, they are already 20k gold lead. Not the 20k, but hey, they are already 13k gold lead ahead. With the itemization they have alongside the minions, that is more than enough damage. Unless and until they want to go with slow death, like giving the enemy some time, making sure they are in pain. They know what they're dealing with, and the slow poisoning effect.
Fair. I actually see that, but then again, I don't think these guys actually are trying to make it, easier for the enemies. I think they mean business. They're trying to make sure they get the win without any stress. Again, though, I think that, the one thing that we're sleeping upon is the fact that Granger has used up the Festival of Blood talent. He's able to actually regenerate so much HP, and it's surprisingly, uniquely useful for Granger for some reason.
That's an interesting point you do made up. But hey, win condition for the red team is not looking very hasty because damage aspect is again, that's a beautiful catch coming in from Guinevere.
Oh, Guinevere, spatial migration, but look at that. We've got a tectonic charge. We've got a bunch of Death Sonatas flying in the air, but then again, we've got Rough Waves catching nobody. And in the mid side, we've got the lower marching in. I don't think there's going to be any chance for Atlas to pull people because obviously we've got the spatial migration. We've got the Fatal Links, but then again, the backline is going to be destroyed, dismantled. And we've got a triple. We've got Granger and getting the double kill, and Guinevere getting the double kill too. They're going to wipe out the enemies and get this win for themselves. The Nexus out of the picture.
Man, oh man. This would be the quickest match. Won't say that much quick, but hey, there were bloods all over the ground. We were not hesitating, not giving the enemies a moment to chill. Like, hey, we see this guy, we are punishing him left, right, and center. And this all went down after the first turtle. Like, they realized that, hey, Fredrin is quite slow in farming the jungle unless and until he gets the cursed helmet or the molten essence, the cheap version that gives the burning impact. That's when he actually does go on par on like clearing the jungle. That where they turn off the battle. Even though they got a kill onto the Ranger in the early level, but he was able to come back. He won the 1v1 fight against Clint in his own lane, and also the objectives, they were always being secured by the blue team.
Ayo, but look at that. One thing to actually note is that Atlas was able to actually secure himself 100% team fight participation, dude. Absolutely crazy when that's only 2 kills in their team. But then again, we've got a lot of work coming in from the Grok. And one person that I actually would like to actually highlight, shout out is that Grok 236 plus L was able to make sure a win condition was not being set up for the side of Team Red. They did not have an opening to use the Fatal Links to the fullest, and again, Kadita was able to shut down Farsa so much that she wasn't able to get any farm at all, dude. It's too sad to watch.
Exactly, that's a beauty. One mistake, you are being punished by the fish god itself.
I mean, the queen of fishes. We can't really call her a god. I mean,
My bad.
either way, dude, she's the most prettiest thing in the ocean right now, and I bet everyone should be picking her in their ranked games because she's an easy win condition. Am I right, Sasuke?
It's pretty good, but I usually do ban her out because she's just too annoying and I do get jump scared. Like, hey, there are a lot of bushes around me, and I don't know which one would Kadita have been popped out.
Oh, it's not just the bushes, dude. She comes out of the ocean all of a sudden, and apparently there is some talk about her getting reworked. I'm absolutely stoked for this. But then again, we will be back after a short break with more info and more exciting matches. Sasuke, let's pump it up even more in the next one.
I see. Desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap. The strong rise. The weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Gaze upon me. Become me. I see. Desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap. The strong rise. The weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap the strong rise, the weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Gaze upon me. Become me. I see desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap the strong rise, the weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Gaze upon me. Become me. I see desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap the strong rise, the weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Gaze upon me. Become me. I see desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap the strong rise, the weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap the strong rise. The weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Gaze upon me. Become me. I see desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap the strong rise. The weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Gaze upon me. Become me. I see desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap the strong rise. The weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Gaze upon me. Become me. I see desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap the strong rise. The weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. strong rise. The weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Gaze upon me. Become me.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Moba 5v5 official scrims. Right now, I bet you're all excited because obviously there's a team that has the name of Vexana's old dialogue, Die For You. Actually, I think it was Die For Me. But now we have a Die For You, and on the other side, we have a team that actually takes Augie and the Cockroaches to another level. They're the Cockroach Gang, and on the caster desk, it's me, Crucifix, and joining me, it's going to be none other than the most, respected analysis caster in India. It's Sasuke.
Well, hello back, ladies and gentlemen. It's good to be here again. And the team names just caught me off guard. I just hope, like, hey, somebody might die for me too as well.
I mean, hey, talking about dying, dude, I wish that, the picture that I actually expected was put on the caster desk for you, but sadly, it wasn't, and we have Jeff, and I mean, not Jeff, I mean, Jay, taking a back seat while you actually take the front seat, driving the whole show, because obviously, the analysis is going to be required in this one, because we don't know what these cockroaches, and also these, I think the Vexana, fanboys are actually thinking. We've got a Bane getting banned. I see the Bane is actually a good pick on the goal lane.
But hey, it does work only under two conditions that have been watching. First condition, you need the YSS in the jungle, or you need the Kimi in the mid lane, because those two are the only marksmen which are working in jungle and in mid lane. And with those kind of compositions, you could actually work the fight kind of composition into the goal lane as well. And hey, the Bane with the magic build is quite annoying. One spit from the second skill and the shark bite is very deadly.
I completely agree with you, but I feel like Bane can still do whatever most other heroes do, but better in many ways, because obviously we've got Bane with maybe a Calamity Reaper destroying and causing calamity to the towers still, even though it's not a physical build. And obviously you can always, switch it up to the physical build, but apparently right now with the 250% scaling on the second skill, I think it's more valid to actually go for the magic build. And talking about that, two of the heroes that I actually just noticed getting banned off is going to be Farsa and Zushin, two amazing magic damage dealers, one DPS, one burst.
This could be the area, like Team Red might be going for that mid lane ban, or perhaps they might have lost the opportunity, like going for a tough discussion, hey, whether we should ban this, whether we should ban that. And the moment they forgot to ban out a hero, but hey, that could be another decision. But for the grabs, there are a lot of opportunities, whether it's in gold, whether it's in mid, whether it's in jungle or a roam, but they prioritize Obsidia as the first prio. When one is still open for the counter pick, the needles, second ability needles just disable the entire ultimate, and she always have the upper hand over Obsidia.
I mean, can I just be honest with you? I kind of got blindsided here because I saw the name Immortal and I expected them to actually pick, Argus. Sadly, it's not going to be the case. We've got right now an Obsidia getting picked onto the side of Team Blue, and I don't know what to say because Franco is one of those heroes that I actually have PTSD with because Franco is the only hero that can actually disable Argus's ultimate, and we've got a Kimmy, a hero that can actually just mess around in the mid lane, obviously being the most painful hero to deal with, and we've got King Kong jumping in on maybe the Guinevere. In the previous game too, we've got a Guinevere, and now we probably could get a Guinevere again, but the Xavier is going to stay and is going to make people immobilized. Obviously, it's going to be very annoying.
Perhaps last game we saw Guinevere in the jungle position itself. This time, perhaps it could be in a roam or in the EXP. A really good flex pick at this time, but in the roam, is it that good? Or in the XP lane itself, is it that good? Because I see a lot of heroes which could do a slightly better job into the XP lane. Perhaps into the jungle, yeah, she has the burst potential, she could do the early damage and also rotate fast and also clears jungle fast if we ban out or take out certain assassins from the jungle.
Ayo, but then again, if you think about it, I don't believe that Gato Kacha is going to be a valid hero in the EXP lane, especially compared to maybe a hero like Lapu Lapu or maybe CC, because both of them are open. I don't know what Team Cockroach Gang are thinking. They've gotten the guy Gato Kacha, but they have missed up on the opportunity to grab that Lapu Lapu and CC. But now we've got the second phase of the banning going on. We've got Grok, we've got Irithel, we've got Hayabusa, and now the last ban from the side of Team Die For You is kind of on the question mark phase. I don't believe that they're actually going to put any effort into anything other than the gold lane, because obviously they've got the gold laner picked, and I think Team Cockroach Gang don't really have any ideas as to what they're going to actually pick to counter that Obsidia. Obviously you have burst heroes that can actually counter her, like maybe Clint or some of the heroes that actually can reposition pretty well or use vengeance. We've got Harriet, who's a good counter, and also maybe Nathan. They're pretty good, so I think they would be the best choice to actually ban, but instead they go for the Fanny ban. Is that sort of like a respect ban, Sasuke?
Now that you mentioned it, there's an Obsidia in your team, then you're banning out a Fanny. Perhaps this could be one of the matches like, hey, I'm quite not sure about nullifying a Fanny, because once Obsidia's ultimate hits Fanny, she is utterly useless. And knowing that, he could have perhaps gone with another kind of a ban.
But again, you gotta have the skill aimed pretty well. Only then you can catch the Fanny with the ultimate. Again, Fanny is very unpredictable, but then again, like I mentioned, we've got the Nathan getting picked onto the side of Team Cockroach Gang without any doubts. Obviously, a hero that can have a good amount of burst in the late game and a lot of mobility in the early game with that passive of his. Obviously, I think there's a valid chance that Team Cockroach Gang might actually have the advantage here because they've got two good heroes. But then again, I actually have that question on Franco.
See, the Cockroach Gang draft is quite looking good as of now. The 4 heroes, you got 2 damage dealers, you got 2 frontliners, not the frontliners, I would say 1 primary initiator and a private bodyguard for the backliners, just to go with that, bloody hunt onto the backline diving comp of a hero. But the last you pick from Die For You is quite amazing. Especially that Lancelot, it is really impossible to catch that if you are just too insane, just too fast with that dashes.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back again, and I think that Fredrin getting picked onto the side of Team Cockroach Gang, I kind of missed something. Sasuke, can you just fill me in?
I can't. I'm just carrying PTSD at this point because something unexpected did pop up on the screen. But hey, that's a story for another day. Right now, the Lancelot is really an amazing pick. It was just delivering the content like, hey, how good the Cockroach Gang draft was because they got a frontliner and also Franco just to disable any backline engage potential coming in from Die for You. And this could be the draft for, Cockroach Gang. But again, they got the Obsidia, they got the Lancelot, they also have the Guinevere alongside Atlas. Even though they have the Purify, the backliners from the Cockroach Gang, they have the Purify, does this game does seem like it is under the hands of Cockroach Gang. Only reason is how they are gonna go with the early game itself.
I completely agree with you, my friend. I always say this. The game is only 40% in the draft and around 60% into the execution of both of the teams. Obviously, we are right now back in the land of Dawn for an exciting match between these two amazing teams. Team Cockroach Gang on the red side and Team Die For You on the blue side. And hey, I'm not really sure about what these teams are actually planning, but I bet they're going to actually show us something amazing. Right, Sasuke?
It's very accurate and just amazing. Frank was already there looking for the hook above for Kane, grinding some EXP alongside gold coins while he is over there. Perhaps this could be the opportunity to steal the enemy buff, but as retribution been hit off, is looking for more EXP grind. The haunt and the terror of Franco presence is more than enough to disrupt your mental stability.
Oh, look at that. He's just got himself 30 more extra gold and a bunch of little minion, EXP. I'll be very honest with you. Just revealing heroes is all that it takes for you to actually increase levels. But look at the top side. We've got an off-camera almost kill, actually. We've got right now, Atlas low on HP. But on the top side, we've also got Immortal taking a bunch of damage from Abhishek. It's kind of surprising. And on the bot side, we've got King Kong trying to actually put the punches into the Gata Gacha Zezi Am, I think. Yeah, Zezi Am. I think he's actually doing pretty well, sustaining himself in the lane against that Guinevere. Obviously, she's got a regen, an ability to regen, but not Gata Kacha, of course, unless, of course, you count the passive as a, healing thing, but then you have to take a lot of damage to proc the passive. But I don't think I see anything that's going to be too sinister for both of these teams. They're actually playing pretty safe. They're playing like gentlemen, actually.
Perhaps the first turtle could be the one to deceive both teams, and we might see blood being spilled right up. Betrayal might be there, but for some reason, they're looking forward to gang down the Obsidia. 3 members looking around, Kimmy making its way. Again, AOG being planted out. There could be
There is no way that a Gata Kacha was able to outsmart a Lancelot. And look at that, we probably are going to see Shadow getting the kill on Zezi Am, and that's not going to be very good for them. Because obviously we got the Fredrin, who was actually taking the blue and not capitalizing on the fact that Lancelot has taken an L. So he is going to be slow on the jungle side, but Lancelot is not going to have that same problem. He's going to use the Phantom Execution, try to clear his jungle pretty quickly, and Fredrin is falling behind pretty hard. I think he should have just gone for the turtle and secured it while Lancelot was in the base. But look in the bot lane, we've got right now Kimmy trying to take a little bit of a front seat there. I think that was actually a good idea for her to bait the enemies, Guinevere, and make sure a kill was secured before the turtle has begun.
Hey, Grossivix, that's something I just witnessed. The Cockroach Gang don't have the retribution itself. So it is going to be an easy execution, but hey, that falls Lancelot. The only retribution in this whole game, and that is the beautiful shot.
Bro, he just hit the enemies for a 6, bro. What the hell was that? But look at that. We've got the AOG connecting on both Xavier and also Guinevere. But then again, we've got Frederick getting the kill on the turtle without the retribution. Surprisingly, I'm actually kind of mind-boggled. But then again, giving some light onto what Xavier did just there, I think him getting the kill on Franco and also Kimmy was absolutely chaotic. 1 blue orb for Franco and 1 red for Kimmy, making purple the most important thing. Obviously, that being, Gojo's ability. Look at the taunt, unbreakable, but spatial migration catches him off guard, does not allow him to connect the unbreakable, but the iron hook finds his way home, gets Guinevere in a tough spot, and Sensei's traction projectile secures the kill.
My. The only team which could have the jungle advantage and alongside the objective advantage, Lancelot do have the opportunity but is being zoned out just because of this Franco, because the bloody hunt is always going to be there for Lancelot. This could be the advantage, but it is all going to fall down because they have the frontliner in the form of so in the mid lane again.
Oh, we've got the Iron Hook securing the kill on Shadow, who did not expect that, obviously, because Franco and Gacha, do you really think you can actually take down a hero? But apparently they can. The Iron Hook just misses by an inch, but I think that's okay. Look at that, though. In the top side, we've got, our Obsidia, of course, Immortal, who the guy who actually, betrayed me, sadly. But then again, let's have a look at the passive stacks that she has. Return to Bone. Looks like it's only around 6, and I think in the 5-minute mark, that's not very good. Unbreakable connects with an important little taunt, and look at the Iron Hook securing the kill on the Immortal one. He is going to go back to the base, but look at that. Off camera, we got Sensei getting taken out by King Kong, and also Haru. Dude, the synergy between both of these teams are kind of, all over the place. Both of them are doing, a lot of things, but look at that. We've got the AOG connecting on 3 people, and we've got that Franco's Iron, bloody hunt, but then again, Shadow's going to take the L, and King Kong's going to find his way to actually get the kill on Zenzi Am. We've got right now Thorn Rose kind of doing some damage onto that Fredrin, but the Fredrin's Appraiser's Wrath does not connect to do enough damage. Look at that. He's able to squint his way out of there, and, obviously, we've got right now Die For You getting the turtle without any problems. Oh, there might be a problem. Lancelot's low on
feel
HP.
a little bit of trouble. Franco,
Yeah.
just looking over that, I know been secured, but there is going to be no contest. Also, our free retribution for Haru. But the score he is on is not looking quite healthy. 0-2-3. Not the assassin gameplay you're looking for, especially in the early game itself.
Definitely, dude. But with the way that Xavier is playing and the way that he's pushing his Mystic Fields up, I think that's absolutely crucial for the way they're actually playing. That Xavier stays alive. But look at the bot lane. I think they overcommitted there, but that only led to Guinevere losing up the flicker. But in the mid lane, we've got right now Nathan with the full stacks off Fury of everything. But then we got Return of Bone just securing the kill on Abhishek. Abhishek is going to go down, but then again, Obsidian going back. We've got Appraiser's Wrath missing up. We've got Thorn Rose just jumping out and taking down IGN Dizzy, and we've got more, and nothing too serious. I think it's going to be totally fine for the side of Team Cockroach Gang just yet, but we've got the Unbreakable taunting the Xavier. Obviously, we've got Gojo running for his life. We've got the Dawning Light doing some damage, but I don't think I see any kills right just yet, unless of course the puncture actually connects. Thorn Rose does not now do enough damage, obviously, because the first set is where it only hit. It didn't actually connect 3 times.
In the midst of it, the goal lanes. Nathan alongside Obsidia, they are farming up pretty well. So it will be the team will be relying on them, both the goal laners, to deal the damage, and especially Obsidia, because hey, that is the late game insurance for them. No wonder the Lancelot can do a little bit of itsy bitsy damage, but not that much, cause Team Cockroach Gang, they have 3 tanky heroes, the frontliners. All they can do is melt down Nathan or maybe Kimmy out of the team fight, and that would be a big lead right now. Nathan with the entropy trying to go for the push, but he is being caught off guard. Throat Rose being planned, and that is the puncher connecting down. Killing spree secured. The first lot of the turtle, first lot of the game is already been spawned, and looking forward for it. Double kill again.
Oh man, the spatial migration from King Kong absolutely secured the kill on our Franco here. Ritesh didn't actually see that coming, but look at that. We've got more. We've got the Phantom Execution engaging in, but we got the Thorn Roars doing the damage that he was supposed to be doing. But look at Gata, he's using the AOG to actually engage on the enemy, but the Return of Bone is going to be doing too much damage. Immortal getting the kill on Zenzi Am is going to allow Team Die For You actually getting the advantage in that one and making sure they actually have the secured area of the Lord. But I don't think they're actually looking for the Lord. I think they're actually trying to stall the game for a little bit longer so that they can actually have more of an advantage. I think that's what they're thinking.
If they're looking forward for it, they might have a big problem in terms of Nathan, because he's getting the farms, and once he gets the item, the holy crystal, he's going to be the unstoppable force, and the only one who could stop him would be the Lancelot. But there's a threat again in the form of Franco.
I completely agree with you, and I'll be very honest with you, dude. The theory of everything is the best passive in the game, but look at that. We've got the spatial migration catching up Franco and getting him out of the picture pretty quickly. But look at that. We've got a little bit more going in. We've got Desi M getting caught, but then again, he's using the LG defensively to actually escape from that tough situation. And look at the top lane. I think we've got a little bit of a skirmish there in the mid side. Again, we've got Toby completely getting blindsided, getting taken out, and we've got Lancelot engaging for the Lord now. I think that is the best course of action. I don't think that was actually a good idea to, delay the Lord any bit longer, but then again, it's all okay in the end of the day.
Even though Nathan is doing a fantastic job of doing the side push, split push, but he still need to be in time in the team fights. Gato Kacha might be looking for the perfect AUG set. The ultimate pin popped up from Obsidia. Is looking for kills. IGNDC just falls down. There's the jump from Guinevere. Looking forward to stun one or two members, but that won't be necessary. Taunt coming in from Kacha will be a stalemate as he jumps down towards the safe way, but no, just get caught off guard, and there is the kill coming in from the Xavier itself.
Oh, but look at that. We've got Nathan doing the work for his team. He's going to get the Lord down. He's going to use the theory of everything. Obviously, his passive, which is once again the best passive in the game, apart from maybe Chibrizla's passive. And the theory of everything just gives you movement speed and also attack speed. That's absolutely crazy on a marksman, dude. That is absolutely busted. But then again, it's going to allow him to have the movement speed to run away and get into the bush before the enemies could actually even spot him. Obsidia had no chance of finding him because this dude is just too fast.
Too fast to save your life. The faster, the better, because it is all depending on the attack speed, who deals much more damage and who melts the other team fast. Looking at the itemization, a quite standard itemization from the Obsidia might be going for that. Oh, was it a hook?
Oh.
Okay, that was a hook on the clone because I just saw it like someone was hooked and somebody actually died, but no reason. Again.
Oh, dude, that was absolutely brutal. The way that Spatial Migration's clone was hooked. And the moment Franco actually felt that someone was hooked, he actually used the flicker and he wasted it. And that led to his downfall. That was absolutely comical there. That felt like an episode of Tom and Jerry. But then again, we're back for some more action. I believe that right now, with the way things are going, obviously, Team Die For You is actually... they have the advantage rolling on. They even got the Obsidia with the Malefic gun. That's absolutely crazy. But look at that. King Kong was able to use the, spatial migration, catches Abhishek, but then again, he had the Purify ready, so he's not going to be taken out this time. He will be, alive for a bit longer, but then again, the bot lane is in trouble. Oh, look at that. We've got a hook. We've got the Iron Hook. We've got the Bloody Hunt, while we've also got the AOG in the backside. But then again, Toby Obi is going to get taken out, and we've got more coming in. We've got Entropy doing too much damage. Our boy Immortal ? He's not immortal. The only way you will be immortal is if you pick Argus. But then again, we've got the flicker being used, but the Iron Hook landing straight home. Oh, we've got the spatial migration catching two people, and we've got the ultimate beautiful setting up a kill for IG and Dizzy, and also the Franco British. But look at that, King Kong getting taken out by Abhishek, of course, was absolutely crucial there. But Abhishek getting taken out, that means Team Cockroach Gang are gonna lose up on most of their momentum that they've built up just until now. Oh, look at the Gato catching. He's trying to find his name. Oh.
Talk about momentum, it was in the favor of Cockroach Camp, but one pair mistake. The good catch from Guinevere, spatial migration landing down two people, just give them a big lead, a space to breathe some air, and just rectify their mistakes and do better from that. Lord has been spawned and might look forward for going and securing just because the enemy doesn't have the retribution. The only way would be the appraisal's red, but could be a big...
Yeah, it could do a chunk of damage onto the Lord, but then again, dude, the way Obsidia is actually playing, Franco stands no chance. The amount of damage she's doing to Franco, dude, that's absolutely crazy. But look at the Unbreakable catching up that Lancelot and the AOG connecting. But look at that, we've got King Kong doing enough damage to take down IG and Dizzy. And we've got right now Lancelot with a killing spree, able to actually do some damage and sustain more. King Kong getting taken out was even more funnier. But that's going to be 2 deaths for one for the side of team, Die For You.
Question is the damage dealer. They are not present in the team fight, and still they are trying to go for again a
Oh,
beautiful
look at
lineup. But there is the wind crown being popped up. Oh, this could be the momentum for Cockroach Gang as two members were just taken down right under the tower. The Lord has been slain from Lancelot. Retribution is the advantage for Die for You this time.
I completely agree with you, dude. In the mid side is where the Lord is going to be spawning in, and I think it's only going to be 15 seconds to 17 seconds for the Lord to actually come up. But look at that, we've got the Phantom Execution, but then the Bloody Hunt just stops him in his tracks, and we've got the Energy Eruption catching Lancelot again, taunting him, and I think that okay, he's not going to get an opportunity to escape from that one. Obviously, Abhishek is going to find his way to actually get the kill onto Lancelot, who was overextending and trying to get the kill on obviously our Gacha Zezzy Am, but he's not going to. Zezzy Am was able to use the AOG to actually escape from that, while the Bloody Hunt actually found his way to actually get the kill on Haru. Dude, that was absolutely sad.
No, in the whole team fight, in the whole game, around 15 minutes, I have not witnessed a single Fatal Link combination alongside the Guinevere. If that could have occurred, this game would have might ended up under 10 minutes itself.
Hey, but then again, dude, Guinevere doing too much for her team, dude. King Kong absolutely goated there. But then again, now that I actually look at it, we've got Obsidia with Return to Bone Stacks at 25. That means she's going to do too much damage. Am I right, Sasuke? But look at that. We've got the taunt, but then again, we've got IGN Dizzy getting taken out before he can even use the Appraiser's Wrath Flicker to escape the death that, AOG was bringing. But then again, Abhishek was going to get caught by Return to Bone, and Obsidia is going to get the kill onto Nathan. Abhishek is out of the picture, and now only 2 tanks remain. But then again, Obsidia can always melt them down. We've got the Spatial Migration catching up Franco and then forcing that flicker, but then he still finds his way to go inside the enemy base and get the kill onto Franco, and then Gato catch it too. Kimmy being AFK is absolutely the biggest problem here. Kimmy not there in the game anymore. Well, obviously that was a bad game, but then again, no retribution, 1 AFK. I don't think that was fair, Sasuke.
Talk about fairness. I believe that Atlas was being AFK for the first 5 minutes of the early game itself. And that was the time, like, they were not having a good time in the early game itself because there was no vision. If Guinevere wants to go for the front line, he needs to leave the lane, and that could be the way to go option for Katotkacha or maybe a Nathan to go for the split push. And even if he did that job, that was how the Nathan was able to push down each and every lane.
Oh man, dude, that was actually kind of sad. I did not feel excited for that one, but I hope that the next few matches will be more exciting. Sasuke, this game did not work for the side of Team Cockroach Gang. Obviously, there was no retribution. The Kimmy was AFK. The Atlas was AFK. This is not the spirit of Mobile Legends 5v5. Mobile Legends 5v5 is not this.
Exactly. Well, I wonder if, and only if, Frederick had the retribution, would it be an equal battle, even though the quick Kimmy was quite offline? There were few setbacks that Cockroach Gang were not on point. The first one was the position of the Nathan itself. The 3 members were rotating towards together, giving the proper set, giving the proper opportunity, but the damage dealer was too busy in farming and split pushing, while the Kimmy was AFK in the base.
Look at the picture that's put for you, bro.
Well,
Dude,
that's exactly me when I saw there was no retribution from Cockroach Gang.
oh man, dude, look, it's Atlas, using fatal links on Sasuke. Well, I think that's a face reveal there. That was the best kind of face reveal.
I know you're throwing too much puns on me, okay, but this time I'll allow it.
Hey, you're the same guy that actually put my name as Baldycon on my first stream, dude. It felt horrible, and now I get to do this. I actually feel like we've been, we're even now. But then again, dude, that game did not sit well with me at all, Sasuke. I hope the next few games are going to be better than this one, but that's only for the teams to be deciding. They need to bring their A games, or the scrims are not going to actually, be kind with them. Obviously, in the previous game, we had two AFK, namely Atlas and Kimmy. But I hope they actually come back around with better, better luck. I wouldn't say luck. I hope they actually had have better luck next time. Yeah, that's the best way I can put it.
I know I've been short of words. Even I was there at some point, but that's all we're gonna say for this game. We'll be short. We'll be back after a short break. Peace out.
I come to crush my enemies. I reap. The strong rise. The weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Gaze upon me. Become me. I see desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap. The strong rise. The weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Gaze upon me. Become me. I see desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap. The strong rise. The weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. I reap. The strong rise. The weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Gaze upon me. Become me. I see desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap. The strong rise. The weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Gaze upon me. Become me. I see desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap. The strong rise. The weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Gaze upon me. Become me. I see desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap. The strong rise. The weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Mobile Legends 5v5, your weekend scrims. And of course, we're going to be heading back into the matches that we just had. And of course, your casters are going to be none other than myself, Ray, and I'm going to be joined by my boy Fredo, of course. So, Fredo, I think this is our first time casting together in the Mobile 5v5 scrims, right?
Yep, very wonderful opportunity, I should say, which has been given to us by Mr. Sandy, right? Of course, the moderator. But yeah, that is one exciting opportunity that we would not like to miss out on. So we are here tonight to cast it for you guys. And of course, it's going to be best of two, I guess, right? It's best of two. There's
Yeah,
two
I think it's
matches.
best of two, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, and the teams are going to be DD Esports and Astral Genesis. A really nice choice, guys. DD Esports after the recent events. That's the
Yeah.
last thing you would want to have. And with it,
I
we're
mean, if you talk about DD in India, it could also mean Doordarshan, you know?
but man, these days the name is means something else. And there we go.
Yeah.
I mean, why is your squad name 2D, but you're calling yourself DD? What is this behavior? You could have just called yourself 2D, man. That would have been way more. And look at their names as well. WhatsApp call. Mommy's home.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Yep. Those are some very, very weird names. But yeah, along with that, if you take a look at the name of the S4, right, on the blue side, Condom. Condom.
Condom.
Yeah.
Condom, yeah.
Condom.
Yeah, condom.
Very, very interesting names that
Yeah.
will be really hard for us to spell out loud because they
Yeah.
are going to sound really inappropriate. And that's why
What
if
do you mean, bro? It's a unique name. It definitely doesn't sound like anything that we know of. For sure.
yeah. On
Hey.
the other side, mhm.
Gushen. Is there gonna be a Gushen? Look at that. S4 on the side of Astral Genesis.
yeah. Seems like a Gushan should come up here
Saber
because
Venom.
his name is Astre and he has banned out the Gushan. He has asked his teammates to ban out the Gushan and the Alucard because we all know Alucard does pretty well against assassins. So yeah, that could be the reason why we're going to see a Gushan come up. We're seeing the Lowy first pick coming up from WhatsApp call. Another very beautiful name here is actually Xanthoria. Never heard of this, but it sounds pretty unique and in its own way very beautiful as well.
Yeah, it sounds like a female player name, not gonna lie. But instead, we're not gonna get female, it's gonna be a male, looks like. It is gonna be the Lapu Lapu popping up. Okay, surprisingly no Gushen. To be fair, I guess if he's a Gushen player, he's gonna be, gonna be playing later on. Xanthoria is like if I'm not wrong, it's a fungi, right? Yeah, I think it's a fungi. So I think dude is into botany or something, maybe, possibly. And with it, they also get the Selena. Selena is obviously way better than the Luo, but execution is going to be the one mattering the most. Instead of the Irithel, which they could have and should have gotten, they actually go for the Terisla for, I'm not sure why. That's weird.
And actually, if you think about it, then yeah, they could have went for something else actually. But yeah, talking about Xanthoria, right? I mean, you did say that she or he, whoever it may be, might be a botany enthusiast, biology enthusiast, but I think he's a need dropper. He's probably a need dropper who is just obsessed with biology. And that's the reason why he's probably had that name. But now we're into the second phase. Terror has picked up the Kalia, which is going to be very useful to lock down, of course, their backliners. But for that, then we might want to carry a Purifier. Will they do that though? Okay, Nolan ban coming up, which is kind of seems like it seems like a target ban actually, because there's no way someone would ban Nolan just because you feel like, unless there's some actually good player yet. But okay, we're seeing Grok ban as well, which is pretty decent. But for some reason, the Gushen has still not arrived to the scene. And I'm really hoping for, to see a Gushen ban. Oh my god, what do we see here? Brody getting banned out instead.
They saw the what was it? Man.
Big screen.
Yeah, the starting screen Brody, and they were like, "Yeah, you know what? Maybe a Brody can pull up any second." So they just decided that if the Brody's gonna get banned out, I know you're very upset. Your favorite hero Brody, right? You would have loved to see it, as well as
Yep.
Kaja with him would have been great to counter that Kalia, right? Because pick-off versus pick-off is the best choice. But instead, we're gonna get the fish girl. No fish ladies tonight, only the girl. And let's see, Astre are going to pull up the Gushen because, man, come on, that's your name. No, he actually pulled.
Oh.
Okay, they actually go with the Fredrin. Okay.
Gushen goal
Expectations
lane,
converted.
is it?
Oh, damn,
Could
bro.
be a-
No way.
Oh my god, that's a very good lineup that they have brought here. I am really liking this lineup that 2D are going forward with. Except for this, Louis maybe, and okay, Astra is actually playing the goal lane, and there will be no Gushan here. We'll be seeing a Moskov, and I'm not really sure how I should react to this because Moskov is not really the best choice against an Iritel. And
Yeah.
when an Iritel, and when an Iritel player's name is Mommy, right? Then man, she's definitely something.
Poor condom. He damn condom. And never mind. I'm just gonna call him Con Man. It's so hard to pronounce it. But yeah. Damn, he's playing Tigreal and he didn't even choose any flashy skins. Look at everyone else. Freaking Tesla with Collector. Oh my god. Poor guy. For some reason didn't decide it. But anyways, with it, we're going to be heading into the game any second now as we will proceed. And it's going to be... Damn, 0%? Oh,
Yeah, for
okay, it's
some
happening.
reason.
It's happening. Look on the bottom. 8, 10. Okay, it looks like tournament lobby stuff. It stays on 0%, I guess. Okay, 2 people haven't loaded yet. You know, it's not every day you see the loading screen in a tournament. So I guess it just, it gives me a different vibe. Sometimes nothing is something, something unique, something different.
Definitely. And the fact that you don't really get to see the skins that these guys are using, right? When
Yeah.
you're actually casting, because you don't really see this loading screen, so you don't know which skins have they picked up unless you
Yeah.
get into the game. And here we are into the game right now, and we are going to see the clash between DD Esports and Astral Genesis. Astral Genesis onto the blue side, onto the red side, and DD Esports onto the blue side. And yeah,
Yeah.
with that, that's going to be a really intense matchup because Fredrin and Roger, both of these are not the first choice junglers, but tonight these guys are looking to make this work.
Absolutely. Not the first choice, but definitely the Fredrin does fare up a little bit better against like most of the junglers, right? So Fredrin does have the better chance overall. But just like you mentioned, the fact that Moskov's not the best, especially when there's someone called Mommy's Home on a Iritel, you're probably gonna get dominated very badly, right? So they should definitely watch it out. So far, great vision coming in from Terror here. And let's see if they want to go for any possible engage. But wow, Selena actually did not come for the... Despite the fact that the stun landed and Kalia was going, Selena did not commit, and that is a mistake. First blood is gone.
Yep, they were probably very, very cautious. I feel the Selena was cautious because of the Tigreal, his presence right there. We all know how annoying that Sacred Hammer can be in the early game because I have faced it a couple of times. So yeah, with that, we are seeing into the goal lane though. Mommy is really, really aggressive. Doesn't seem to be caring a lot about the presence of the Kalia as well. Probably unaware right now. But yep, the Tigreal comes around, gives the vision. Mommy could be in trouble. Sacred Hammer being used here. Will the Roger engage? That's a lot of HP right now that they have. Sacred Hammer, Bong coming in. And it's Mommy who gets deleted first. Terror will fall as well. Double kill comes up for Dino. And 3 people have fallen just like that. And DD Esports have taken the... Astral Genesis have taken the lead.
Wow, where did this come in? I was not expecting this sudden turtle spawn because, there's no overlays. Why did it suddenly...
Yep.
It's like... I don't know how to never mind. I'll tell you later, man. But yeah, that was a little bit sudden. But anyways, with it, they're gonna be getting the turtle, and wow, invasions are happening, and looks like wow, okay. So we are getting the pop-ups. That is kind of nice, right? So with it, 2 for 3 score, they get the turtle as well. So far, the side of Astral Genesis, they're kind of in the slight bit of lead. Not to mention, Moskov has fell down 0 times. Iritel has taken down once, despite the fact that why did she go for an Aegis though? Because she really needs that Purify here. There's a Lapu, there's a Kalia, there's a Selena, bro. I think, he's a mistake on the spell.
That's true. That's true. They should have went for a Purify here. But yeah, look at that. Okay, that's a good stun right there. And there it comes. Spear of Misery, Spear of Destruction could be coming in. But it does not connect onto the Iritel. But now the Louis could be in trouble here. On. He's trying to protect his teammates. Dino arrives as well. Look at that, 1 level difference right now. Dino is 1 level ahead of Dayton, and Dayton is very, very cautious as well. He's trying to farm up as soon as he can. But look at the pressure that is being
my
put
God,
on Dayton. Sacred Hammer
Oh
to
my
save the
God.
day
Oh my
with that
God.
ult. Gone,
Keyboard
making
moment.
things happen, but my goodness, he will get taken down still. And oh my god, one more hit, and Mommy is down as well. That is a very, very great save there, but man, they still fall down. Two members have fallen down, even with that save from Dayton and even with that save from Con. And man, feeling really bad here for Con actually, because roamers, man, these guys, they try their best, but sometimes when things don't
Team
work.
ain't enough.
Yep.
Your team ain't enough, man, and that's just what happened. Despite that great set, there was just no damage. There was just nothing that they could have had, and that's the main issue. Louis doesn't have enough damage right now, and I think Louis missed her skill, bro, because Louis does deal out a lot of damage, like in any time of the game, right? Because of the fact that the
Yep.
Yin Yang dishes out a lot of damage. So I think there was a mistake.
Whoa.
But top lane, Terizla's gonna get absolutely shredded right there. Vengeance ain't saving him, bro.
Yep. 4v1, Terizla got touched. Kerizla got touched by 4 members. He got molested and he was taken down in the EXP lane. He will fall. And with that, okay, look at the way the side of Astral Genesis is playing. They're playing really good, man. There is no issue at all. But okay, something could happen right here. Gorn comes in, but Purify is forced out as well. Aegis popped off. Marco going in. SOD lands. The Moskov could be coming in anytime. He chooses not to actually, because his HP is very low right now. But okay, take a look at that. Lapu Lapu is rotating as well.
Patience popping in, and looks like the bottom lane is going to be the bone of contention.
Oh.
Ooh, Moskov taken down low, but look at that.
Con falls as well, and there comes a Tsunami Slam. But Mommy does have the heavy crossbow. The dash just helps her a bit. But okay, Dino arrives as well, and Dayton is aware of his presence. Xanthoria does have the bravest fighter. Oh no, it has run out actually. And okay, some initiation could be coming in. Loe lands that one combo. They are very, very low right now. They want to go for the end. Dayton goes in first, goes for Xanthoria. Xanthoria gets taken down. One more could be falling here. One Lycan Pounce double kill coming up. Could be a triple right now for Dayton. Just one more hit. He gets a shutdown and he gets that triple. And dude, he can go for a maniac right now. Dayton, that is all he wants.
He wants
one
to?
more Lycan Pounce. But the flicker
Oh my
saves
God.
Marco. That was so close there. But man, Dayton with a shutdown and triple kill.
Finally, they are clapping back a little bit, and that triple kill, at least not a maniac, that triple kill will kind of help Dayton to scale up, but I'm not sure how much, right? Because the simple fact that right now Moskov's all the way over there, and he's going to be farming, and look at their marksman cannot survive, just non-stop engages on top, and Aegis is not enough to stop so many stuns, man. It's just not the best spell to go for. And there we go. Double kill for Terror on that Kalia.
my God.
And with it, the score is once again into the favor of Astral Genesis. Third turtle spawned in, last one of the game, and I think it's going to go uncontested again. Dayton is not going to be able to secure it, and with it, I think they're going to go into 3.5 thousand goal lead after this. Yep, there we go. 3,000.
Yep,
Oh.
that seems to be the case. Tsunami Slam coming up. Dayton could be in trouble. Penalty zone saves him right now. But now the Terizla could fall. 4 members versus 1. Vengeance popped off as well. But it's not enough for the Terizla to survive. Terror gets the kill. Killing spree comes up for him. And now they're going for the mid lane right now. Meanwhile, Astra and Terror will stay in the top lane and try to push this down as well. They are going for those objective gameplays. They do not want to waste any time, because they understand Irithel is definitely going to be troublesome in the later phase of the game, and the fact that they have a Tiger as well, one setup could change everything.
Absolutely. And also, one of the thing I really like to mention is that, Kalia's second skill, when, you don't use it as a knock-up, like jumping on top of someone, you just use it to like connect into someone. It looks like the most visual representation of Thobi Pachar. She literally lifts you and fucking slams you in the ground. Oh my god, I shouldn't have said that, but yeah. Anyways, look at that engage.
Seems like a good engage has taken place. Astray takes down. WhatsApp call, and with that, Dayton survives, but he's trying to defend his tower. Lycan pounces. And okay, one good ult there coming in from Korn once again. But will there be enough follow-up? Do they have the damage to turn things around here? Dayton does not have the Lycan pounce. Gets shut it down by Marco. Killing spree comes up. And Terror could be in trouble here. Sacred Hammer connecting, but Daddy's home. No, it's Mommy's home right now who could be in trouble. But oh, the Aegis saves him finally, and he survives that. But the Bonk will get those two members down. Double kill comes up for Dino.
There we go, and with it, 16 to 15 score, 6 to 15. What am I saying? 6 to 15 score, and okay, Marco gets the book and Demon Hunter Sword for Astray. With it, there, I think. Can we see the bills? I think they're pretty much ahead. Yep, Trinity already done, but oh, Irisal is actually not that far behind. Berserker's Fury required, but yeah, one item, not exactly, because he does have that, that blade. And with it, okay, Lapu Lapu still going in. That stun didn't really connect into it, but Lapu, you might be in trouble. Hey, Tiger, why did you push him away? But still, I think they're gonna get him. Yep, he's down.
Yep. They get that Lapu down. Zentoria, not a good time to die. Died just before the Lord. And now Selena will be left to try and zone away the enemies with those abyssal arrows. As well as, okay, Condom. Looking for something there. Marco could be caught. But okay, Dayton, his ult seems to be on cooldown and he will be the one getting caught right here. But oh, take a look at Mr. Korn. He goes in with that ult, but now he's the one getting chased down. A lot of damage onto him right now, and Dino gets one more. And take a look at that SOD. Mommy will fall as well. WhatsApp call gets taken down and shutdown secured here by Pupu Wakal. But look at Pupu. Can he survive a 3v1 going on right now in the bottom side? And oh my goodness, he gets tsunami slammed and he will get taken down as well. But Dayton comes in. Dayton, can he make an outplay? No, seems like it will not happen today because, of course, Astray takes him down before he can use their Lycan Pounce and take him down.
Why is Moscow's regen so low though? Like, it's terribly low. Look at that. It's not regenerating much. It's only 63. Why? I think it's an emblem issue. Maybe he's on Assassin emblem.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. The regen is terribly low considering he's like already done with the Trinity, man. But yeah, with it anyways, oh, Call Me Daton is actually going for that Hassas Claw build. And oh, Lapu Lapu again charges in all alone, but Kalias on the back up. Can they get it?
No. And with that, Tsunami Slam coming in as well. Heavy crossbow is being used. Enemy is getting low now. My, look at Terror. But oh, look at that. Xanthoria will fall. Astray survives 1 HP, but Datan gets him with the Lycan Pounce. And one more shutdown secured here by Dayton. But okay, one more kill could be coming up because Dayton is trying to go for the Selena. Marco is aware of it though, so he will back off. But yeah, that's two members down right there. The most important members in the team fights. And yeah, with that, Lord marching in as well. Let's see if they can defend this. Oh, tier 2. But look at that. Stun connects. Very, very heavy price they could have paid there. But Dayton survives. Thanks to that Rose goal, I guess.
Yeah, he was able to survive. I think it also helps the fact that he gets a shield, Oh yeah, Rose goal definitely helped him out. He's going for a crit build. So, I think funny enough, yeah, the side of DD... Oh, okay, look at that. Mistake from Fredrin, shut down again into the hands of Dayton, and it's not looking good because Roger's going for a crit build, so that's a late game monster. Aethel is already done with the Berserker's Fury as well. So right now, Astral Genesis, I think you're buying borrowed time because look at that, they're damaged, they're coming online.
Look at Marco. Marco almost took down. WhatsApp call there in the mid lane, but okay, someone could be down. Dayton could be down. Oh my god, once again, a very good ultimate from Korn, but Xanthoria will get taken down here by Dayton. Terror could fall as well because Lycan Pounce will connect and then the shutdown secured once again. I don't know how many shutdowns have been secured by Dayton in this game. One more.
Bad position.
Lycan Pounce could be coming in. And yep, it is a Lycan Pounce that takes him down. Take a look at that. Dayton, I mean, like, man, out of those 10 kills, I feel like he has taken at least 5 shutdowns or 6 shutdowns.
Yeah, he's actually taken 5 shutdowns. All 5 members have been shutted down once. So yeah, he has taken 5 shutdowns in total, which is crazy because he's basically right now, look at that. Despite the fact that they had such a massive goal advantage, right now both of them are at equal 39, right on 40, but still. And Roger is only level 14 and he's also about to get level 15 already. You don't want that to be happening when you were so ahead, right? It was 7 to 16 score, but right now it's almost going to be equal, and only because of the fact that Dayton got so many shutdowns. And it happened because I feel like they're kind of underestimating the fact that Roger is going for a crit build, not the typical endless battle stuff, which people like to use for the snowball early game. But this Roger, he went in for the late game, and it's rewarding him right now. And with the fact that his damage is hitting so hard, and Irithel is also an issue right now because she's also done with the Berserker's Fury, I think the side of Astral Genesis, they have to be well prepared, because if not, oh, she even gets the rose gold. And so far, Khan has been giving great sets. So there's a chance that we might just see a full-on comeback happening any second. But let's see. Moscow's on the other side. He wants to make that, macro play here. But let's see.
Heavy crossbow could be coming in, but my goodness. Does he not have the heavy crossbow? He has that. He uses the Aegis as well. Sacred Hammer connects. Take a look at Dayton. Oh my god, take a look at Terizla as well. They are trying to sustain out every single thing. But Dino comes in with the retribution. He gets that one right. Pupu Wakhal gets taken down. Xanthoria is getting chunked down by 4 members right at the moment, and he will fall as well. But he takes down WhatsApp call with him, and that should be good enough right now for Astral Genesis. But okay, seems like the mid lane could be in trouble right now. Okay, Tsunami Slam coming in. He does not has the Purify, but he has a lot of damage. He has a lot of lifesteal, and he will get back all that HP. Terror could be falling here. Terror decides to escape. Lycan Pounce does not connect. Bottom side, though, Lord is coming in, and seems like they are unaware or something. But finally, they recall back, and they're trying to go for this Lord.
Dayton is playing extremely aggressive, man. He doesn't really care, and the price might just be paid by the roamer, man. Why? Poor guy, man. He died.
Yep.
They could have retreated.
They could have retreated, but Dayton wanted to force it in. It seems, but okay. Yep, Tsunami Slam coming in, gets taunted though. Knockup coming in as well, damage. And one more bank, but oh my god, Rose Gold saves him there. SOD does not land as well. Penalty zone saves Mommy, and they're trying to clear this Lord, but he gets stunned and he might get taken down here. Look at Ashspray. He already took a 1v1 down, and now he wants to go for Dayton, or he does he want to go for the base? But take a look at that. Pupu Rakhal will fall as well. Lord marching in, lot of minions pouring in right now, and it should be just one hit away right now. Dayton, can you do it? No, you can't. Gets one kill, takes one down with him, but the base is wide open and he will fall.
Absolutely. I think in the last moment they kind of made a mistake. They saw the Lord was coming. Irithel was already approaching, but Roger, for some reason, Dayton, like you're playing fabulous, man, but at the end that was a really bad decision to overstay in the purple buff. You don't need the purple buff in the late game, especially when the Lord is marching down, man. Should have retreated. They lost their tank. Once they lost their tank, this is a green signal for Terror on that Kalia to just go in with no hesitation. And they just took down the members one by one. Even though the fact that Dayton did survive ultimately, he survived at the price of his teammates. And once his teammates were down, Astray just had the base open for himself. And they took the win. So, damn, Dayton, you gotta be a little bit more team player. I get it. You're carrying your team. You're dishing out the most damage. You got the most kills, 11. But it's not a solo game, man. It's not a ranked match. It's a tournament. Even though it's a scrim, well, you're playing the scrim to improve. So hopefully in the next game, you do not make this mistake, because that was a bad one. You lost your tank, especially when a Lord is marching. That will definitely cost you the game, and that's what exactly happened.
Yep, hopefully we see some improvement in the second one. Hopefully they're hearing us, and they'll check out this stream after the match so they can hear the things where it went wrong and they can improve. But for now, that was really good, right? That was really good performance from both sides. I think it was kind of 50-50 up until the moment where they lost their tank right there. But Kalia was very, very clever to go ahead and take advantage of it, go in for the engage, and of course pop all the spells out, pop the ultimates out, and then the Lord was marching in as well. There was nothing that they could have done after the spells ran out. Everyone was down except Dayton, and Dayton could not defend against a Lord and 5 members alone. So in the end, it all went down for DD Esports. Astral Genesis prevailed, but DD Esports, they did show good synergy, especially the tank, right? He was doing a lot of heavy workload, but I feel like the mid lane is where they were lacking. WhatsApp was not able to dish out any damage because the yin yang reactions, I just saw this. I think I hardly saw just one or two. One or two the entire game. So I think they need to play heroes that they actually understand. But other than that, I feel like the entire team was pretty solid. But yeah, the mid lane was definitely lacking. But if not
I
for
think
that, I think
severely
they could
lacking
have won.
actually.
Yeah.
Because like Louis' wave clear is really like not up to the meta standard. She's actually one of the D tier mages when it comes to wave clear. Second thing is absolutely the fact that her ultimate is kind of pointless if you're not using it to engage, right? I did not see a single divergent play, not a single one. So you can clearly see what happened, right? So clearly there was like I think Louis was definitely I mean there's a reason you don't see the Louis in the pro scene anymore much, right? Only the best of the best can execute it and they use it purely for utility. And on this side though, it was pretty obvious they were not able to do it on the execution. So because of that, I think it was not the best. They definitely need something else. Like play Sicilian, play board, at least have a wave clear, the wave management and everything, and hopefully maybe they can improve on the game number 2. If they're, just like you mentioned, the mid laner was a little bit more active, we could have seen a little bit of different scenario. But yeah, that last moment was definitely a kind of an oversight on their part. Are we taking a break? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be taking a short little break. Do not go anywhere, and we'll be right back with the Moba 5v5 Weekend Scrims.
Gaze upon me. Become me. I see desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap the strong rise, the weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Gaze upon me. Become me. I see desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap the strong rise, the weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Gaze upon me. Become me. I see desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap the strong rise, the weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. I reap. The strong rise. The weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Gaze upon me. Become me. I see desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap. The strong rise. The weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Gaze upon me. Become me. I see desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap. The strong rise. The weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel.
Hello everyone. अरे सॉरी 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 शिनरा भाई.
करिए करिए स्टार्ट करिए चलो.
हाँ, देवी और सज्जनों, आपका स्वागत है मोबा 5v5 के स्टेज स्क्रिम्स में. और यहाँ पे आज लास्ट मैच को कास्ट करने के लिए आ गए हैं और मेरे साथ है शिनरा भाई, और हम दोनों मिलके आज आपको लास्ट मैच के लिए कास्टिंग देंगे. और ऑफ कोर्स ये जो टीम्स अभी खेलने वाले हैं किसी से कम नहीं है, तो ज़रूर बैठ के देखिएगा. शिनरा भाई, आपका क्या ख्याल है, कैसा मैच जाएगा, आपको क्या लगता है?
जी बिल्कुल, यहाँ पे जो है तड़कता भड़कता जो है मैच देखने की थोड़ी सी उम्मीद जरूर रहेगी कि दोनों ही टीम जो है काफी अच्छी तरह से यहाँ पे जो है भरपूर रूप से गेम प्ले हमें देखने को मिलेगा. और देखते हैं कि आज की स्थिति किस तरह से जाएगी. गेम जो है यहाँ पे ये लास्ट गेम होने वाला है. और इस बार के इससे पहले कुछ और मैं कहूँगा, थोड़ा सा जानना चाहेंगे कि इससे पिछले मैच में क्या हुआ था. आपसे ही जानना चाहेंगे फ्रेडो.
बोले तो पिछले मैच में जो टीम्स थे उनका नाम था डीडी स्पोर्ट्स और एस्ट्रल जेनेसिस. दोनों ने काफ़ी बेहतरीन प्रदर्शन दिखाया था. और पिछला मैच जो था एस्ट्रल जेनेसिस ने जीत लिया था। डीडी स्पोर्ट्स ने काफ़ी अच्छा खेला, उनके टीम में एक रॉजर हाइपर ज़रूर थे, लेकिन एंड में एक गलती जो उन्होंने की, अपने टैंक को गवा दिया जब लॉर्ड आ रहा था, तो इस वजह से एनिमी ने आराम से पुश कर दिया क्योंकि फ्रंट लाइन था नहीं उनके पास। तो यहाँ पे देखना रहेगा क्या ऐसा ही कुछ होता है यहाँ पे। और यहाँ पे जो टीम्स है, टीम्स का नाम है टीम एनटीडी और टीम इलेक्ट्रॉनिक। और यहाँ पे जो है टीम एनटीडी ब्लू साइड पे है और टीम इलेक्ट्रॉनिक है रेड साइड पे। एक ही मैच खेला जाएगा इन दोनों के बीच में, देखते हैं कौन जीतता है इस बेस्ट ऑफ 1 सीरीज को। और यहाँ पे जैसे कि आप देख सकते हैं बैन सेक्शन ऑलरेडी खुल गया है शिंड्रा भाई, और यहाँ पे 1-1 और आर्लॉट ऑलरेडी निकाल दिए गए हैं। बहुत ही सही लग रहा है मुझे ये ड्राफ्ट देख के, जो गेम होगा बहुत ही बढ़िया होने वाला है, क्योंकि ये जो हीरोज है, अगर कोई टीम अगर इन हीरोज को बैन करता है, मतलब उनको मेटा बिल्कुल समझ में आता है, तो इसलिए देखना रहेगा कौन सा टीम जो है यहाँ पे जीतता है इस मैच को।
जी बिल्कुल, यहाँ पे देखिए उसके साथ साथ जो ये खलीद को भी उड़ा दिया गया है। मेरे को कहीं ना कहीं थोड़ी सी उम्मीद जरूर थी, क्योंकि हमने जैसे कि आप पता है कि आपका खलीद इतना खतरनाक है, अगर आपको होगी उस मैच के बारे में थोड़ी सी जानकारी। लेकिन यहाँ पे सीसी को उठाया जाएगा पहला पिक, तो यहाँ पे ट्रेड ऑफ करने की कोशिश की गई है। सीसी को पहले उठाया जाएगा, लेकिन यहाँ पे 2 हीरो दे दिए जाएंगे। दो कौन से 2 हीरो हो सकते हैं, जानना चाहेंगे आपसे?
यहाँ पे मुझे लगता है लैंडस्लॉट जो है बहुत ही बढ़िया पिक है आजकल जंगल में, तो शायद लैंडस्लॉट यहाँ पे लिया जा सकता है। अगर लैंडस्लॉट नहीं लेते तो मुझे लगता है और भी बहुत सारे ऑप्शंस ओपन तो है, लेकिन लैंडस्लॉट जो है ज़रूर उठा लेना चाहिए जितना जल्दी हो सके, क्योंकि एनिमी के हाथ में अगर लैंडस्लॉट चला गया तो बहुत दिक्कत दे सकता है आपको। यहाँ पे कागुरा उठा लिया गया है, जो कि प्रायोरिटी पिक तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं है, क्योंकि मेरे हिसाब से और भी बहुत सारे मेजेस हैं जो आजकल मेटा में ज़्यादा चल रहे हैं इंस्टेड ऑफ कागुरा। और इसी के साथ एक और जो पिक है जो मैं बोलना चाहूँगा, ग्रॉक। आपको पता ही है शिंद्रा भाई, ग्रॉक का अपडेट के बाद जो बफ हुआ है, बहुत ही मस्त हीरो बन गया है। अभी अर्ली में इन्वेड कर सकते हो उससे, विजन वगैरह दे सकते हो, और उसका जो अल्टी है इतना बड़ा एरिया है अभी उसका, और देखिए नाम लेते ही यहाँ पे आ गया है ग्रॉक।
जी बिल्कुल, दूसरी स्थिति पे यहाँ पे जो है उन्होंने ग्रॉक का आरंभ किया है, लेकिन इस तरफ देखा जाए तो यहाँ पे एरिथिल उठाया गया है सामने, ताकि जो है अच्छी खासी पकड़ बना लिया जाए गोल्ड लेन की तरफ। तो पहले ये एरिथिल यहाँ पे उठाया गया है, लेकिन जैसे कि आपने कहा कि कागुरा की जगह काफी अच्छे दूसरे मेजेस भी हैं, वो उठाने की कोशिश कर सकते थे। फारसा आप उठा सकते थे, वेक्साना भी आप उठा सकते थे अगर आपको उठाना था। वो काफी अच्छी रहती है वेक्साना, एज अ लेन क्लियरिंग के लिए भी, डिफेंसिव और ऑफेंसिव दोनों ही तरीके से। और फारसा जो है काफी अच्छी तरह एक मेज है जो आपको अपनी टीम को जो है अच्छी तरह से प्रोवाइड करती है। आई मीन उसका एरिया ऑफ डैमेज इतना ज्यादा है, एयर स्ट्राइक इतनी दूर से पड़ता है, तो आप जो ऑब्जेक्टिव लेने उसमें हेल्प होती है। लेकिन यहाँ पे अगर देखा जाए तो मेज के तौर पे सिसिलियन की एंट्री हो चुकी है, तो लेट गेम अपना जो है स्ट्रॉन्ग करने के लिए यहाँ पे इंश्योरेंस खेला गया है सिसिलियन के ऊपर।
ज़रूर सिसिलियन जो कि लेट गेम में तबाही मचा सकते हैं, यहाँ पे आ गया है परवर्ट गॉब्लिन के हाथों में। और दूसरी तरफ कागुरा जो है ज़रूर ट्राई करेंगे अर्ली गेम में थोड़ा डोमिनेट करने का यहाँ पे सिसिलियन को, बिकॉज आपको पता ही है अगर सिसिलियन को फार्म मिल गया, अगर उसको स्टैक्स मिल गए, तो लेट गेम में दबाई ही दबाई होगी। और लेट गेम क्या, अगर जल्दी ज़्यादा फार्म मिल जाता है, जल्दी ज़्यादा स्टैक्स मिल जाते हैं, कुछ किल मिल जाते हैं उनके हाथों में, तो अर्ली गेम से ही दबाई मचाने की क्षमता रखते हैं यहाँ पे सिसिलियन। दूसरी तरफ यहाँ पे इमॉर्टल ने उठा लिया है खुफरा को, देखते हुए कि यहाँ पे भला सोच सकते हैं कि यहाँ पे दूसरी तरफ से लैंसलॉट आ सकता है सेकेंड फेज में, तो इसी वजह से शायद उन्होंने यहाँ पे खुफरा उठाने का सोचा है। दूसरी तरफ अगर आप सोचे तो यहाँ पे जो खुफरा है, मुझे नहीं लगता कि इतना आई डोंट नो, बट यहाँ पे कुछ रीज़न ज़रूर है जिस वजह से यहाँ पे जो डाई फॉर यू की साइड है, जो मुझे कभी अपडेट आया है यहाँ पे हुक्स भाई से, शिनरा भाई, जो राइट साइड की टीम है, जो रेड साइड की टीम है, उसका नाम डाई फॉर यू है। तो यहाँ पे डाई फॉर यू के साइड में जो हीरोज़ उन्होंने पिक किए हैं, एक्सेप्ट फॉर इरिथेल, जो पिक्स किए उन्होंने यहाँ पे, वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा मेटा ओरिएंटेड तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं है। तो इसलिए देखना रहेगा क्या वो यहाँ पे इसलिए उठाया गया है क्योंकि ये उनके कंफर्ट पिक्स है, या फिर उनके दिमाग में कोई स्ट्रैटेजी है, जो मुझे नहीं लगता यहाँ पे है। तो इसलिए देखना रहेगा यहाँ पे क्या ये कुछ काम आता है, या फिर यहाँ पे ये द साइड ऑफ एनटीडी उनको यहाँ पे चकमा दे जाते हैं।
जी बिल्कुल, मैं भी उसी बात से सहमत हूँ आपकी, जहाँ पे आपने कहा कि एक तरफ कंफर्ट पे की तरफ जा रही है। कुफरा इतने अर्ली गेम पे उठाने का कोई मतलब भी नहीं था, क्योंकि अभी कोई ऐसे कोई काउंटर हीरो नहीं था, आप कोई अच्छा जो है यहाँ पे टैंक उठा सकते थे जो आपकी टीम को हेल्प करेगा, लेकिन कुफरा के साथ जाना तो कहीं ना कहीं जो है कंफर्ट पिक की बात है। और जहां पर मेरे को लग ही रहा था नेतन यहाँ पे, नेतन रिसेंटली नेतन जो है काफी अच्छा यहाँ पे हमें पिक अपने देखने को मिल रहा है। इवन रैंक्स की भी बात करें तो काफी अच्छी तरह इसकी जो लेन क्लियरिंग एबिलिटी है और जो है यहाँ पे टावर्स बहुत ही जल्दी खा जाते हैं नेतन आपके, जो है अगर आपने एक गैंक हुआ आपके ऊपर और अगर आप वो गैंक हारे तो नेतन पीछे पीछे कम से कम आपके 2 टावर खाने की जो है अपने अंदर काबिलियत रखते हैं यहाँ पे। तो एमएम लेन पे बहुत ही अच्छी तरह चलते हैं, इवन जंगल पे भी नेतन मैंने देखा यहाँ पे स्पैम होते हुए और इवन बहुत ही अच्छी तरह चलते नेता, तो उनको बैन करना यहाँ पे काफी अच्छा रहेगा। दूसरी तरफ अगर देखा जाए तो वहां पे गुनीवर को बैन किया गया है, तो एक्सपीएल पे नहीं चाहते कि वहां पे गुनीवर आए, लेकिन हमें पता था कि पहले से यहाँ पे अगर मैंने देखने को मिला था कि वो ड्रैगन दिखा रहे थे इससे पहले, तो शायद यहाँ पे जो है किंग कॉन्ग ड्रैगन का इस्तेमाल करना चाहेंगे ताकि वो जो है उनके बैक लेन को अटैक कर सके जब वो ड्रैगन बन के जाएंगे शायद, या फिर कोई दूसरा एक्सपी यहाँ पे उठाया गया है बेनेडेटा। क्या कहना चाहेंगे इसके बारे में? बेनेडेटा काफी अच्छी एक्सपी है मेरे ख्याल से, अगर कहा जाए तो वन ऑफ द हार्डेस्ट एक्सपी भी है, अगर खेला सही जाए उससे तो आप जो है काफी अच्छी तरह डिफेंड और अटैक दोनों ही कर सकते हैं अपनी लेन को काफी अच्छी तरह। लैंसलॉट की बात करें तो वो भी आ चुका है, तो जैसे कि आपने कहा रेड टीम जो है वो कहीं ना कहीं थोड़ी कंफर्ट पिक की साइड लग रही है, और ब्लू टीम अगर बात करें तो यहाँ पे वो कहीं ना कहीं जो है मेटा पिक्स की तरफ जा रहे हैं, उनके जो है टीम ओरिएंटेड है, उनके उनके जो पिक्स हैं वो ऑलरेडी डिसाइडेड है कि किस तरफ जाना है, मेटा रिलेटेड हमें जो है पिक्स वगैरह उठाने हैं, और देखना पड़ेगा कि यहाँ पे जो है बाजी कौन सी टीम लेके जाएगी, यहाँ पे जो है कंफर्ट पिक वाली टीम जो है वो आगे लेके जाएगी, या फिर कहीं ना कहीं जो है यहाँ पे मेटा पिक्स वो जो है यहाँ कहीं ना कहीं जो है बाजी मार जाएंगे इस मैच में।
बिल्कुल, यहाँ पे ये देखना ज़रूर रहेगा कि जो मेटा पिक्स है वो यहाँ पे लेके जाते हैं गेम को, या दूसरी तरफ जो कंफर्ट पिक्स के लिए जा रहे हैं वो यहाँ पे गेम को ले जाते हैं। इमॉर्टल मुझे जो लगता है यहाँ पे खुफरा यहाँ पे इसलिए उठा गया क्योंकि उनको लगा कि शायद यहाँ पे जो बेनेडेटा है वो काउंटर खा सकता है अगर एनिमी खुफरा पिक कर ले। शायद उन्होंने सोचा होगा यहाँ पे कि सीसी गोल्ड लेन भी जाता है कभी कभी, और ग्रॉक को भी कभी कभी EXP में भेजा जाता है, तो शायद ये जो खुफरा है उसके आने के चांसेस को देख के उन्होंने ये लिया होगा, बट इसके चांसेस भी बहुत कम है। यहाँ पे फिर लिया है आलू कार्ड को, और आलू कार्ड जैसे कि आप जानते हैं रैंक गेम्स में तो तबाही मचा देते हैं। क्या आज इस मोबा 5v5 के स्टेट स्क्रिम्स में भी आलू कार्ड तबाही मचा पाएंगे? यहाँ पे बहुत ये जो एक फ़ायदा है टूर्नामेंट लॉबी का, आप सब स्किन्स का इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं, लेकिन फिर भी यहाँ पे जो आलू कार्ड है फॉर सम रीज़न, अच्छा यहाँ पे फाइनली स्किन बदल दिया गया है। फॉर 1 सेकेंड मुझे लगा कि वो यहाँ पे उस फायरी इन्फर्नो के साथ जाएंगे, लेकिन उन्होंने यहाँ पे उठा लिया ऑब्सिडियन ब्लेड। देखना पड़ेगा ये आलू कार्ड दबाई मचाता है या फिर यहाँ पे दूसरे तरफ से जो लैंसलॉट आ रहे हैं, जो मेटा पिक है यहाँ पे, वो दबाई मचा के दिखाते हैं। देखना पड़ेगा शिन्ना भाई।
जी हाँ, बिल्कुल बात किया जाए तो दोनों ही टीम की तरफ से एक धमाकेदार शानदार जो है यहाँ पे शुरुआत हमें देखने को मिलेगी। दोनों ही टीम काफी अच्छी तरह है, लेकिन थोड़ा सा जो अर्ली गेम मेरे को लग रहा है वो कहीं ना कहीं रेड टीम की साइड जाता हुआ दिख रहा है। तो लैंसलॉट कहीं ना कहीं रहेंगे पीछे आने के लिए, लेकिन मेरे को लगता है कि जो कूफरा है उनको थोड़ी सी दिक्कत जरूर देंगे कहीं ना कहीं लैंसलॉट को, या फिर उनको जोनिंग करने के लिए। लेकिन वो देखने वाली बात होगी कि अर्ली गेम में किस तरह जहाँ पे जाएगा, क्योंकि अर्ली गेम में जो है सिसिलियन का डैमेज इतना नहीं आएगा, उनको जो है पोक यहाँ पे कागुरा बार बार जरूर करना चाहेगी। इसी के साथ जो है आरंभ होता हुआ हमारा जो है यहाँ पे आरंभ हो चुका है लैंड ऑफ डॉन की दुनिया में। हम आ चुके हैं अपने योद्धास के साथ, और इसी के साथ मिडलेन की तरफ से स्टार्ट होता हुआ जो यहाँ पे जो अपने खिलाड़ी हैं स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं अपने अपने रिस्पेक्टिव बफ से, और यहाँ पे रेड टीम जा रही है यहाँ पे रेड बफ की तरफ, और इसी के साथ यहाँ पे ग्रॉक विजन लेते हुए आएंगे, लेकिन बॉल बन के कूफरा वहां उनको पीछे हटा दिया जाएगा, और कहीं ना कहीं वो जो मिनियंस है वो कहीं ना कहीं हथियाने की फिराक में रहेंगे ग्रॉक। उसकी जब बात करें टॉप लेन की तरफ तो यहाँ पे हल्का सा पोकिंग चलता हुआ सीसी का यो काफी अच्छा खासा जो है बेनेटा को डैमेज देता हुआ। मिड लेन की तरफ अगर देखा जाए तो 3 बंदे आ चुके हैं ऑलरेडी। ग्रॉक की हालत जो है थोड़ी सी पतली होती हुई पीछे हटना पड़ेगा, लेकिन ऊपर बात करें तो बेनेडेटा उनकी भी हालत जो है पतली हो चुकी है इस स्थिति में।
और ये जो यहाँ पे जो वॉल है जिसकी वजह से खुफरा सिसिलियन के रेंज से बाहर नहीं जा पा रहे थे, फ्लिकर यूज करना पड़ेगा यहाँ पे। बहुत ही अच्छा जो है रिसोर्स यहाँ पे बेट कर दिया गया है। और दूसरी तरफ अगर देखा जाए यहाँ पे एक जंप लग गया है, और ये जो स्टन भी आ गया है कागुरा की तरफ से। सिसिलियन के पास फ्लिकर है नहीं, और यहाँ पे एक बहुत ही अच्छा एंगल अगर ढूंढ पाते हैं तो सिसिलियन यहाँ पे गिर सकते हैं। बट यहाँ पे जो नॉकअप आता हुआ ग्रॉक की तरफ से सेकंड स्किल से कनेक्ट किए जाएंगे, और फर्स्ट ब्लड यहाँ पे आ जाएगा ग्रॉक के हाथों में। शिंग शिंग करते हुए शिनोबू यहाँ पे मारे जा सकते हैं, और यहाँ पे राजू ने उठा लिया है 1 किल। हारू जो यहाँ पे छुपे हुए हैं, लैंसलॉट क्या उनके पास फर्स्ट किल है भागने के लिए? शायद नहीं है, इसलिए हारू उठा लेंगे एक किल। डबल किल आ सकता है यहाँ पे हारू के हाथों में।
जी हाँ, इंडीड डबल किल उठाते हुए पीछा नहीं छोड़ेंगे। ट्रिपल किल उठाने का मौका जरूर मिलेगा, लेकिन पीछे से अच्छा खासा सपोर्ट आता हुआ आलू कार्ड निकलेंगे 1 HP पे, बहुत ज्यादा आगे गए और सीधा अपना जो है यहाँ पे मृत्यु दे बैठे हैं। लेकिन पीछे से सिसिलियन की हालत खराब होती हुई उनको दिया गया यहाँ पे मृत्यु का दंड, और पीछे से निकलते हुए लेकिन यहाँ पे लैंसलॉट आते हुए शिंग शिंग का प्रयोग हमें देखने को मिला है। पीछे की बात करें तो बॉल बन के कूफरा गए जरूर है, टावर का पूरा डैमेज लेते हुए रेतिल पीछे से जाएंगे डैमेज देने के लिए, लेकिन वो डैमेज पर्याप्त नहीं हो रहा है। फिर एक और बार तैयारी, लेकिन यहाँ पे कुकिंग करते हुए और सीधा बहुत ही भारी यहाँ पे जो है तगड़म हमें देखने को मिला।
बिल्कुल सही, 3v1 के सिचुएशन में अर्ली गेम में मॉस्को ने, लेकिन यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं हारू जा रहे हैं तबाही मचाने। ब्लाइंडेड बाय रेज मारे जाएंगे यहाँ पे, और हारू का जो प्रदर्शन है बहुत ही बेहतर। फिलहाल यहाँ पे टर्टल लिया जा रहा है लैंसलॉट के द्वारा, और दूसरी तरफ हारू जो है रेड बफ पे है, उनके पास रेट्रीब्यूशन नहीं है, और यहाँ पे इमॉर्टल गिराए जाएंगे, मार डाल दिए जाएंगे। किंग कॉन्ग बैकलाइन में कोशिश कर रहे हैं फ्लैंग मारने की, लेकिन यहाँ पे जो एंगल है उनको मिल नहीं रहा है। हारू यहाँ पे घुसने की कोशिश चाहेंगे इस टर्टल को लेने का, लेकिन यहाँ पे जो है विजन नहीं मिल पा रहा है उनको। और यही बात है शिनरा भाई, अगर कोई आपके पास डैमेज ही एक्सपी होता है तो मुश्किल होता है, क्योंकि आप सामने नहीं जा पाते हैं, और इसी वजह से यहाँ पे जो बेनेडिक्ट है वो यहाँ पे विजन नहीं दे पा रहा है, जोन नहीं कर पा रहे एनिमी को, इसलिए यहाँ पे आलूकार्ड को जो है स्पेस नहीं मिल पा रहा है, और बिना स्पेस के आप टर्टल के पास जा ही नहीं सकते।
जी बिल्कुल, यहाँ पे धीरे धीरे जो है यहाँ पे स्थिति थोड़ी सी यहाँ पे बिगड़ती हुई दिखेगी। उसके साथ यहाँ पे लैंसलॉट आएंगे, ब्लू हथियाना चाहते हैं यहाँ पे, और इसी के साथ गए जरूर है कूफरा अंदर गए, काफी अच्छा यहाँ पे अल्ट मार के निकलेंगे लैंसलॉट, बहुत ही कम एचपी पे आलू कार्ड अल्ट का प्रयोग करते हुए जाते हुए अंदर सीधा डैमेज देने का प्रयास, लेकिन बहुत ही कम एचपी पे निकलना पड़ेगा, और लैंसलॉट बचने की कोशिश, परंतु रितेल उनका किल निकालते हुए और खुद भी जो है यहाँ पे धाराशायी हो जाएंगी। डबल किल अपनी झोली में भरेंगे गॉब्लिन जी, और यहाँ पे इसी के साथ फिर दोबारा से जो मैच की स्थिति है एक तरफ से बढ़ती है तो दूसरी तरफ बराबर हो जाती है अपना किल देने के लिए, और इस किल के चक्कर में जो है माया जाल में इस किल के वो फंस जाते हैं वहां पे। और इसी के साथ यहाँ पे ग्रॉक रहेंगे मिड लेन की तरफ, थोड़ा सा प्रेशर बनाने की कोशिश करते हैं, और इसी के साथ आलू थोड़ा सा जो हमें देखने को मिल रहा है यहाँ पे कहीं ना कहीं उनको जो है दिक्कत हो रही है फार्म करने में, लगातार उनको जो है कॉन्सेप्ट पोक किया जा रहा है, उनके जो है जंगल फार्म पे लगातार करीब जा रहे हैं। और इसी के साथ सिसिलियन पीछे से आए जरूर थे, लेकिन यहाँ पे सीसी ने किल उनका उठाया है, और फिर दोबारा से एक और बार जो है टीम काफी तरह खेलती हुई और अंदर जाएंगे दोबारा से। बेनेटा बहुत ही कम एचपी बचेंगे और किलिंग स्प्री अपनी जो है यहाँ पे लेके जाएंगे सिसिलियन। काफी अच्छा रोटेशन हमें देखने को मिल रहा है, रिलायंस के साथ प्रेशर यहाँ पे जो है ग्रॉक ऑलरेडी बनाए हुए, और काफी अच्छा उनका जो इनिशिएशन हमें देखने को मिल रहा है।
बिल्कुल सही, यहाँ पे जो ग्रॉक का पिक है बहुत काम आ रहा है यहाँ पे टीम एनटीडी के लिए। दूसरी तरफ डाई फॉर यू अपना प्रदर्शन जरूर यहाँ पे दिखाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, लेकिन फार्म लीड जो है बहुत ज़्यादा फिलहाल 4000 गोल्ड लीड, और यहाँ पे ओके अल्टी आता हुआ यहाँ पे, और यहाँ पे गिराए जाएंगे, हारू मार दिए जाएंगे, और इसी के साथ बफ भी चुरा लिया जाएगा। और देखिए सिसिलियन का जो डैमेज है अर्ली गेम में इतना ज़्यादा होना तो नहीं चाहिए, 5 मिनट हुआ है बस गेम का, लेकिन जो गोल लीड है उनके पास, जो फार्म है उनके पास, इसी वजह से यहाँ पे जो बहुत ही ज़्यादा डैमेज देखने को मिल रहा है सिसिलियन से। टावर भी गिरा दिया गया है, और यहाँ पे फंस सकते हैं कागुरा, सेकेंड स्किल से फंस गए हैं, और कागुरा 1 HP बढ़िया फ्लिकर मार के सिसिलियन ने डबल किल ले लिया यहाँ पे, और इसी के साथ ब्लू बफ भी यहाँ पे आलू काट के हाथों से छीन लिया जाएगा। बहुत ही ज़्यादा निराशाजनक है यहाँ पे आलू काट के, बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त प्रदर्शन दिखा है। 3-4-1 थे, 3-1-0 थे एक्चुअली, बट यहाँ पे उनका फार्म जो है फार्म करने नहीं दे रहे, क्योंकि जो ग्रॉक है बहुत ही ज़्यादा डोमिनेंट है फिलहाल।
जी बिल्कुल, देखिए यही स्ट्रैटेजी रहती है कि आप एज अ जंगलर क्या करते हैं कि सामने वाले जंगलर का उसके जो है जंगल फार्म है वो ले लेंगे, तो वो कहीं ना कहीं से जो है रिकवरी जो होना जो है वो वहाँ पे जो है लेट हो जाता है। उसके साथ यहाँ पे जो है टर्टल स्लेन हो चुका है। फार्म की बात करें तो फार्म का डिफरेंस भी बहुत ज्यादा आ चुका है, ऑलमोस्ट यहाँ पे जो है 7K का फार्म डिफरेंस आ चुका है। और बात करिए फिर से जो लेन कंट्रोल है वो अभी भी जो है यहाँ पे ब्लू टीम के पास रहेगा, तो रेड टीम को अभी भी मौका रहेगा डाई फॉर यू को यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा जो है संभल के खेलना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि यहाँ पे गलती होने का चांसेस बहुत ज्यादा रहेगा। आलूकाट पीछे से जाते हुए सिसिलियन को यहाँ पे लॉक करना चाहते हैं, और सीधा इनको देंगे मृत्यु का डन, शट डाउन दिया गया है, लेकिन पीछे ग्रॉक का 4 बंदे यहाँ पे उन्होंने नॉक नॉक किए थे, परंतु यहाँ पे मॉस्को जाएंगे सीधा लेने का प्रयास, परंतु यहाँ पे ट्राई एंड रेंज मारने का प्रयास जरूर किया कुफरा ने, लेकिन वो जो है यहाँ पे स्थिति प्रयास नहीं हुई। सिंचिंग करते हुए पीछे से आएंगे लैंसलॉट, अच्छा खासा डैमेज देते हुए ले सकते हैं यहाँ पे कुफरा का किल, क्या उनको मिलेगा देखना पड़ेगा। जी हाँ बिल्कुल, बेसिक मारते हुए लेके जाएंगे। उसके साथ पीछे से मॉस्को जो यहाँ से आएंगे और मेगा किल अपनी झोली में भरेंगे। काफी अच्छा खासा जो हमें फार्म हमें देखने को मिल रहा है, और इस बार जो है थोड़ी सी भारी दिक्कत हो सकती है यहाँ पे डाइफोरी की टीम को। बात किया जाए आइटमाइजेशन की तो काफी अच्छे खासे आइटमाइजेशन हमें देखने को मिल रहे हैं, और ऑलमोस्ट उनके जो है तीसरा आइटम जो यहाँ पे बनने लगे हैं।
जी बिल्कुल सही, हारू यहाँ पे पकड़ लिए गए हैं, जोन आउट कर दिया गया है उनको। 4 लोग ने यहाँ पे धर दबोचा है उनको। क्या ये बच के जा सकते हैं? मुमकिन नहीं है। ग्रॉक आ जाएंगे अपने दीवार को खड़ा करके यहाँ पे उनको रोकने के लिए। इमॉर्टल भी मारे जाएंगे यहाँ पे। और देखिए इसी के साथ लॉर्ड भी आता हुआ 1 मिनट के अंदर। और जैसे कि आप देख सकते हैं जो गोल लीड है 10K होने को आया है। और मुझे नहीं लगता यहाँ से कि आप इस मैच को, अगर ये मैच अगर यहाँ पे टीम एनटीडी के हाथों से फिसल जाता है तो ये उनकी गलती हो गई यहाँ से।
जी बिल्कुल, बहुत ज्यादा मुश्किल होने वाला है, क्योंकि ये लॉर्ड के साथ जो लेन प्रेशर है वो बहुत ही ज्यादा आने वाला है। और अगर देखा जाए तो कहीं ना कहीं वहां पे दिक्कत हो सकती है ग्रॉक को छालने का प्रयास, लेकिन ग्रॉक चाहेंगे सीधा का प्रयोग करते हुए छालेंगे एक बंदा, डैमेज देने का प्रयास, लेकिन बहुत ही कम एचपी निकलेंगे। पीछे से सिसिलियन काफी अच्छी तरह जो है यहाँ पे डैमेज देते हुए किल निकालेंगे, और पीछे से यहाँ पे जो है मॉस्को उनका भी आगमन हुआ और काफी अच्छी तरह जो यहाँ पे किल निकाला है उन्होंने। और बहुत ही बेहतरीन यहाँ पे गेम प्ले हमें देखने को मिल रहा है। और जैसे कि आप कह रहे थे कि ये जो लॉर्ड आने वाला है इस पे ये डिफेंड करना बहुत ज्यादा मुश्किल रहेगा। शायद इसी लॉर्ड के साथ ये जो गेम है एंड होने की क्षमता रखते हैं यहाँ पे।
बिल्कुल सही, यहाँ पे इस लॉर्ड के साथ गेम को खत्म किया जा सकता है। जो फार्म डिफरेंस है 10K प्लस हो गया, यहाँ पे 11K पे जा लाइक पहुंच चुका है। और यहाँ से, और जैसे कि आप जानते हैं यहाँ पे सिसिलियन और मॉस्कोव दोनों ही लेट गेम हीरोज है, लेकिन यहाँ पे जब उनके हाथों में फार्म आ जाता है तो लेट गेम की ज़रूरत भी नहीं पड़ती उनको। तो इसी के साथ यहाँ पे ग्रॉक इनिशिएशन कर सकते हैं। नॉकअप आ चुका है उनका, क्या अच्छा साइकिल मार पाएंगे यहाँ पे ग्रॉक, लेकिन यहाँ पे सिसिलियन का पीछे से डैमेज आता हुआ यहाँ पे मारे जाएंगे एक और आदमी। पर यहाँ पे सीसी कुछ ज़्यादा ही अंदर घुस चुके थे और यहाँ पे इसलिए वो मारे जाएंगे। बट जैसे कि आप देख सकते हैं यहाँ पे सिसिलियन का डैमेज कुछ ज़्यादा ही आ रहा है शिनरा भाई।
जी बिल्कुल, यहाँ पे देखिए उनका जो स्टैक है वो ऑलमोस्ट जो है अच्छे खासे यहाँ पे बन चुके हैं। उनका स्कोर देखा जाए तो 7-2-11 है, तो एज अ मेज उनका स्कोर जो है बहुत ही अच्छी तरीके से, और उनका डैमेज आना बनता भी है इतने टाइम पे। बात किया जाए टाइम ज्यादा निकला नहीं है, परंतु उनके जो आइटमाइजेशन है, उनके जो स्टैक है वो अच्छी तरह से वो स्टैक कर लिए हैं, तो इसलिए जो है डैमेज उनका बराबर ही आएगा। लेकिन अभी जो है यहाँ पे स्थिति थोड़ी सी खराब होती हुई जरूर देखी कि लॉर्ड का आगमन हो चुका है मिड लेन की तरह से, और ये लॉर्ड संभालना थोड़ा सा मुश्किल हो सकता है टीम डाई फॉर यू के लिए। और इसके साथ मिड लेन से यहाँ पे लॉर्ड का आगमन होता हुआ ये टैरेट शायद ना बच पाए, और इस लॉर्ड के अटैक के साथ ये टैरेट जो यहाँ पे खत्म होने का प्रयास किया जाएगा। जी हाँ बिल्कुल खत्म किया गया है, लेकिन लैंसलॉट पीछे से जाएंगे। बहुत ही अद्भुत खेल, यहाँ पे मेगा किल निकालेंगे, बहुत ही खूबसूरत डबल किल हमें देखने को मिला, ट्रिपल किल निकालने का मौका मिलेगा। लेकिन क्रॉक यहाँ से जो है बेनेडिक्टा को सीधा पहुंचाएंगे मृत्यु के द्वार, आलू काट कोशिश करते हुए, लेकिन उनके पास मौका नहीं रहेगा। उसके बाद मॉस को पीछे से मॉन्स्टर किल निकालेंगे, डैमेज देते हुए कुफरा को सीधा किया गया बाहर। आलू काट बेचारे कुछ नहीं कर पाएंगे, सीधा इमोट दिखा के खड़े रहेंगे वहां पे, क्योंकि उनका भी खेल जो है खत्म होते होते ये लॉर्ड के साथ ये जो खेल है यहाँ पे टावर का वो भी खत्म होता हुआ।
और इसी के साथ यहाँ पे टीम एनटीडी ने हरा दिया है टीम डाई फॉर यू को, और डाई फॉर यू यहाँ पे मात दे दिए जाएंगे एनटीडी के द्वारा। और एनटीडी का बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त प्रदर्शन। और इस यहाँ पे जैसे कि आप बोल रहे थे ड्राफ्ट के वक्त शिनरा भाई, सिसिलियन जो है बहुत ही अच्छा पिक यहाँ पे साबित होता हुआ एनटीडी के द्वारा, और जो है बहुत ही अच्छा डैमेज दिया बैक साइड से। और ग्रॉक जो है वो भी एक बहुत बेहतरीन पिक अर्ली गेम में इन्वेड किया, बहुत ही ज़्यादा अच्छा विजन भी दिया, और इनिशिएशन जो थे वो भी बिल्कुल सही टाइमिंग पे। तो इसीलिए यहाँ पे टीम एनटीडी जो है यहाँ पे जीत जाएंगे। और डाई फॉर यू यहाँ पे दूसरी तरफ जो खूफरा बेनेडेटा और कागुरा थे जिसके ऊपर मैंने सवाल उठाए थे, ये तीनों पिक्स जो है यहाँ पे चौको खाते हुए। और इसी के साथ
बेहतरीन गेम प्ले हमें देखने को मिला। फ्रेडो भाई बोलिए।
आ गए हैं आज के कार्यक्रम के समाप्ति पे, और ऑफ कोर्स टीम एनटीडी और डाई फॉर यू दोनों ने बहुत ही अच्छा प्रदर्शन किया, और चाहेंगे कि और भी ऐसे टीम्स जो है आते रहे और स्टेज स्क्रिम्स खेलते रहे मोबा 5 स्पोर्ट्स इंडिया के लिए। और अगर आपको नहीं पता कि स्क्रिम्स में आपको कैसे ज्वाइन करना है, तो इसके लिए आपको कुछ नहीं करना, इंस्टाग्राम पेज पे जाइए, बायो पे आपको हमारे डिस्कॉर्ड सर्वर का लिंक मिलेगा, डिस्कॉर्ड सर्वर में ज्वाइन कीजिए और हर हफ्ते अनाउंसमेंट्स जो आते हैं अनाउंसमेंट्स टैब में उसके ऊपर नज़र बनाइए रखिएगा, क्योंकि वहाँ पे ही आपको मिलते हैं वो रजिस्ट्रेशन फॉर्म जिससे आप स्क्रीम्स में पार्टिसिपेट कर सकते हैं और टूर्नामेंट लॉबी का आनंद भी ले सकते हैं, एट द सेम टाइम अपने आप को लेवल अप भी कर सकते हैं। तो इसी के साथ यहाँ पे शिनरा और फ्रेडो अलविदा लेना चाहेंगे। आज के लिए इतना ही, बट नेक्स्ट हफ्ते ज़रूर आएगा मोबा 55 स्पोर्ट्स स्टेट स्क्रीम्स में।
Gaze upon me. Become me. I see desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap the strong rise.